Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're heading to the Women's and Children's Hospital because Max has his third cardiac checkup. Oh, I missed it. So guys, we're just leaving our cardiology checkup appointment now, and this appointment was a little bit longer purely because we haven't seen our cardiologist in almost 3 months. We did see her briefly when Max came into the emergency department, and we stayed on the ward for a couple nights, but that was just a brief sort of check over. This one here was the first time we had a echo done since his, I think, his first checkup, which was about 4 months ago. And they were having a look at a few things. The clot that he has, they can't see that anymore. So we're really excited that he's coming off of the aspirin now, which is good. That's just one less thing that we're going to worry about in his morning sort of routine. First up, they did do a weight and measure. So he's 58 centimeters long at the moment, and
58 and a half.
He's 58 and a half centimeters long, and with his weight, he's 5.87 kilos, which is really good. Leo is 5.86. So when we were at the GP a week ago for the 4-month immunizations, we had them weighed, and they were 5.6 something.
Yeah, but about 100 grams different though.
Yeah, but they were 100 grams different. Max was a lot heavier, but that was weighed with clothes on. This is weighed with clothes off, completely naked. There is a lot of good growth there in a week.
10 grams difference is crazy.
Is nothing in the scheme of things. I mean, like, you know, you think about Max has his tube in, so like, you know, I mean, if you're really getting technical, yeah. So apart from that, we met with the cardiologist resident, and she was just sort of asking a few questions, having a look over a few things, and I think that's the first time we've seen her before.
Yeah, but she was the one that arranged the NG tube.
Yeah.
So, like, I've spoken to her on the phone.
So a little bit familiar with Max's case and his situation. And so, you know, she had a look over him, and then we had the echo, and then after the echo, we saw our cardiologist, the cardiologist consultant. She was briefly briefed by the resident about what was happening, what we were seeing over the last 2 to 3 months, and then she came in. She had a quick look at Max herself, and from that, like, they don't really know sort of what's happening with his temperatures and stuff like that. So randomly, he's just been getting a little bit of a high temperature every now and again. In regards to having the NG tube in, they would expect that all of his chest infections and all of that would just be going back to normal. He is still a little bit rattly. He still has a wet cough and a couple other things like that. And they really don't know why that's still happening. With the tube in, that all should be going to normal. They just want to still keep an eye on it at the moment, but they're not really going to prescribe or do anything about it.
It's not really for them to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So next week we meet with ENT. That's
Yep.
their specialty.
Yeah.
I think
The upper airway.
Yeah, you and I are pretty convinced, like 99% sure, he's probably got vocal cord palsy. And if that's the case, it would explain a lot of the noise, a lot of the coughing and all of that. So hopefully next week that will either be confirmed or ruled out.
Yeah. They've actually booked him in for an endoscopy, and they'll be putting a camera up his nose, down the back of his throat, and they'll be able to have a look at everything that's happening down there. And
I don't know if it's an endoscopy though, because endoscopy is like when they go into the stomach, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. So when I googled it,
Maybe it's just the process then. Okay.
yeah, I think like the camera just going in that end. That's what it's called.
Okay. Well, you want to hope it's not a colonoscopy.
No. So
The doctor did mention again just about his PA branches, the pulmonary artery branches are still showing that they're thin, but that's no change from last time.
yeah, they'll just continue to monitor that every time we have a checkup. So from here, we're just waiting to speak with the other specialty department. So we got neurological physiotherapy on Tuesday, the ENT appointment on Wednesday, and then we've got a few more coming up in early December. So guys, that's the end of the video today. So if you're pregnant with twins, if you have twins, or you're just interested to see what we have going on, look out for the upcoming videos. Better yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, and we'll see you in the next one.